EGM Network.
Welcome to the Cindy and Christi Show. I'm Cindy O'Dare.
And I'm Christi Knight. And we are so happy to be reunited.
We
and
missed
it feels
a month.
so good. We did. Reunited. It feels so good. And we are into spring.
Hard to believe.
Like, what is with time flying?
Is it already the end of spring almost? Or when did it start?
Do we call it summer? No.
I don't think so. Not yet. So we're Easter weekend.
Easter. This is, big weekend here. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We're so excited to be on our seventh show.
Our seventh show,
Yeah. And we always get together. I drove in just today from Palm Beach County
Yes.
to quickly get the hair done. Thanks, Carla. And to then meet with Cindy and then have lunch with a friend. And this is it. Like, so
We have such a good Palm Beach connection, don't we?
yes, like it is easy to get here. Cindy and I love to talk about what's going on there, how we can get together in Palm Beach County, how we can get together in Vero. Of course, I love Vero, raised my kids here. So there's tons to talk about. But I stopped by Cindy's house.
Yes.
And then so we sit down, and normally we'll do a sleepover, and we can't this weekend. It's a big weekend. And she's like, okay, what's up? And I'm like, I almost don't want to talk to you.
I know.
I'm like, I kind of want to save it for the chair.
Yeah. Do you know what? I do that a lot.
Yeah.
I'll say, like, I don't know, if I'm having dinner with somebody that night, I'll say, and we're starting to talk, I'll go, hey, let's save it for tonight. Then we'll have something to talk about.
I know. Like we never have anything to talk about. Jesse, our producer that we have, given him a break for a month, asked us like, so girls, what are you going to talk about? Should I title this? And we were like, it's just about us.
Just about us.
He's like,
catching up.
Okay. So anyway, I do want to catch up because thank goodness for social media. We could see what everybody's doing. And
I agree.
We're both kind of moving and shaking, doing our things. And I've watched Cindy. I got to go to this great event last year, and this year I did miss it, but of course I watched all you lovely ladies. So, but for viewers who don't know some of the things that happen here in Vero, we have this gorgeous ocean drive.
Yes.
And you did, so kind of take it from there about this fabulous tribe of yours called the...
So I'm a member of Greenheart Tribe,
Yep.
and it was Dina Marchand and Jordan Wakeland who came to me and said, Cindy, we got to do something about Ocean Drive. It's starting to look a little shabby. And to be honest, it really was. So we thought we'd just march ourselves down to the downtown and talk to the city manager and be able to get everybody hyped up and excited and get some flowers on Ocean Drive. Well, 17 meetings later, 2 steps forward and 4 steps backwards, we realized if it's going to get done, we have to do it. So I have spoken about this before, but we did do an event in my garage, which was our very first fundraiser, and we actually did pretty good.
Yeah.
We invited all of our friends, and everybody wore hats and pretty dresses, and it was just such a nice little evening. And people were enthusiastic about what we wanted to do. So then, after doing that, I have a great videographer, Whit Hazelton, and he did a video of us. I posted it, and Marion DeVogel saw it. Her family were the first people to start McKee Botanical Gardens. And she just reached out and said, hey, I've always wanted to do a hat luncheon. And it was just, when things are meant to be and they fall into place.
Planets aligned.
The planets aligned. Everything fell into place. It was so great. We had our first luncheon last year. And, again, we weren't sure how it would be, but we did sell out. This year we sold out in 24 hours.
Yeah.
And I already have sponsors that have come to me that want to sponsor next year. We don't even have a date yet.
I mean, big kudos to all of you. And I know every single one. And
yes.
And feel like we've all grown up together. But like, that's a big feat. And one thing I can say that I have noticed, Vero Beach just embraces these type of things, and they support one another. And face it, the ladies like to dress.
We like to dress, that's for sure.
It was just amazing.
Yes.
And so to hear that, I knew that you would sell out, and you foresaw that. So does this look like it's always going to be now moving forward in McKee? How can we grow it? Because you're going to have people
it's so interesting
banging.
you say that. And that was a big topic. We had our post-mortem, whatever you want to call it, meeting, where you look and say, what did we do right? What did we do wrong? And several people said, I think we need a bigger venue. And I said, no, bigger is not better. We know what it cost us to do Ocean Drive. We know our phase 2 will be Cardinal, and phase 3 will be the median strips. There's a lot on A1A, and those are pretty difficult to get done. There's so many hoops you have to jump through. But I feel like let's just keep it simple. We don't need to make it bigger. If you want to come, you just have to be ready when the ticket sales go on, and that's all I can say.
Or it sounds like if you want to be part of this beautification, you can write a check.
Exactly. And that is
we
a
will
big, that's an
recognize you.
important
You will
part of
get
it.
recognized
We are
for that.
fully funded, no money from the government, zero.
Wow.
And we have transformed Ocean Drive. Now, one of the great things that has happened, all the owners of the buildings and all the
Are
store
involved.
people are all trying to make their places look better. It's just so nice.
Ooh, you just gave me a thought. You know when, like, at polo tournaments,
Yes.
you have the tailgate, but then it's a competition
Yes.
of the front. You should
Yeah.
have a store front. No,
Not gonna do it.
competition because you don't want anyone to win.
No. We thought about that.
Oh,
It's
you
a
did?
little difficult, but
see,
we don't want it. We don't want. Listen, it is so hard to do what we're doing.
Well, I love
That's
that the
extra
stores are beautifying and, like, good
Yes.
things kind of get like
beget good.
they take it
Good
on
begets
and it's
good.
been, yes, I like that very much. But
Yes.
listen, Vero Beach has been so busy from the time that I moved away. I cannot believe the hustle and bustle of the people. And so it's just really nice that you all are doing that because you're proud of Vero and you want to see it. Other people love it. And it's apparently taking off like crazy.
Vero Beach is having a moment.
Yeah.
And my broker, who is out of Miami, Daniel De La Vega, was up here and did a beautiful kind of luxury market presentation at the Moorings. And he's such a good speaker. And he was there with Ryan Scarpa, who is a very prominent local attorney. And it was a panel, really fun. But one of the things Daniel said, and it's really stayed in my mind, do not take for granted how nice people are in Vero Beach. People really are nice for the most part. People are not out there beeping their horns like crazy, yelling at people.
Yeah.
And that is so different than South Florida. So we have a lot to be proud of. We're very philanthropic for lots of nonprofits in Vero, but I'm especially proud and happy and appreciative that the Green Heart Tribe has been able to accomplish what we've done.
Yes,
so
and
far.
it will continue for years to come. You're
Yes.
just like paving the way for the next generation, and
Lily O'Dare, did you hear
everybody
that?
like put on your gardening gloves and that
Yes.
type of thing. So
yeah. So it was great.
Kudos to you all.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and we look forward to hearing about the next one. How are we with time, Jess?
We're good.
Okay, because I was like coming up. It brings you to fashion. There's a lot of boutiques on Ocean Drive. And we love fashion.
We
I was in the fashion
do.
business. The modeling. It's something that Cindy and I haven't on the pod gotten to speak about yet.
No,
But
and it's a big part of our lives.
It's a big part of our lives. We love it. I love vintage too.
Yes.
We both love textile, color, like it's the creative side of both of us.
Yes.
So we'll save it for the next segment, but we're going to kind of segue into some of that talk because I feel like anyone who knows us, or if you're just getting to know us, that is a big part of what brought us together as friends was definitely the fashion business.
Oh, yeah. We became very close when you had your runway, and Christi probably ran the absolute best #1 fashion shows for 20 years in Vero Beach.
It's just really fun. I miss it. It's in your veins. I kind of grew up in it. But what was really great is I grabbed people who were either they were the housewives or friends and they became the models, and then we'd have some models from Palm Beach. But you know, I'm looking to that next generation here in Vero Beach too. Boy, do we have a lot of up and coming gals that could be models here.
Oh my God, Vero has so many beautiful women. It blows my mind.
The young moms that are here that we used to be.
Yes, and to see them, it just fills my heart because I look at them and I remember like it was yesterday being that young mom. In fact, yesterday I went to Quail Valley. They had this wonderful Easter carnival, and I'm a grandmother now, and I was just surrounded by all Lily's friends and the young moms, and your grandmother now too.
Yeah.
And it just fills my heart with so much joy to see these moms really got it going on nowadays. I mean, they know what's up.
They know what's up.
They
know.
really do.
And it's a great group to see. It's kind of like looking back and saying, boy, did we look like that?
And I don't know if I look that good. And I got to say, you also say, that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
You forget.
I know. But there's so much to offer for the kids during the holidays and seasons. So much has been happening here. And a lot's going down. Like what's really nice is because you can get to Palm Beach County to feel like you went on vacation.
It feels
and
like
head
it.
on over, say, the Royal Poinciana. They do a ton of things where you can go and take the kids all along. Even the breakers. It just depends on, what you're looking for. But there's just... You can get out of town or stay in town and do so much. It's just a really fun
I was just in Palm Beach. I actually went with Kathy Paget, who owns the Veranda. She likes to go down there. And we shopped and then had this wonderful lunch at a new, really hip hotel called the Veneer, maybe? I don't know. But the restaurant was Coco's.
Coco's, yes.
And it was so great because, I mean, the way it was decorated, the whole thing, I would have never put any of this together in my mind. It was so unique and so beautiful, and the food was fabulous. And it's an hour and 15 minutes.
It's like walking into a movie set. It's gorgeous. It's across from the Brazilian Court, pretty sure.
Yes, it is.
Which is just, you can go bike ride. There's so much you can experience coming. It's a great marriage, those two.
Yes.
I love that I saw the photos of you. So you can see Cindy on social media. There's a couple of places and some of that we talked to. One thing I do want to make note is we are live, but if you're not watching us live, you'll see us. We'll post it, but it's Evergreen Media, right? That first is a great place
What is it, Jesse, on Facebook?
On Facebook, it's Evergreen Media Network.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Evergreen Media Network.
And on YouTube, it's at EGM Network.
Well, you know what? With that, we got to take a break.
Yeah.
Because we have a commercial coming. And we will get back in just a few minutes.
Awesome.
Stay tuned.
Vero Beach is out and alive. Music's playing, people are dancing, the dance floor is packed. It's the Sunset Saturday Concert. Fun and free for all on Ocean Drive. With live music by Soul Time, food, wine, and beer. Presented by GHO Homes, Vero Beach Chamber of Commerce, Orlando Health, Sandpiper Pest Control, and Treasure Coast Golf Carts. The Sunset Saturday Concert. Saturday, April 11th at 5 p.m. at Hummerston Park on Ocean Drive, Vero Beach. Now that's the life.
There Coming, the Blue Angels will roar over the skies of Vero at the Vero Beach Air Show, presented by Piper Aircraft Inc. See, hear, and feel the power of the Blue Angels, the MiG-17, and the McCart Jet Motorsports Home Wrecker Jet Truck, Saturday and Sunday. Experience the dazzling fireworks extravaganza on Friday night, the Vero Beach Air Show, May 15th, 16th, and 17th, presented by Piper Aircraft Inc. Get tickets online at VeroAirShow.com.
Tired of pool chores draining your weekend? Deja Blue Pool Service provides the expert skimming and chemical balancing you need for a crystal clear paradise. For Vero's most reliable professional care, Google Deja Blue Pool Service. Keep it clean, keep it blue.
Healthy retirement starts at Treasure Coast Community Health. Short waits, easy scheduling, on-site services, wellness visits, chronic care management, and same-day sick visits. Call 772-257-8224 or visit tcchinc.org.
And welcome back to the Cindy and Christi show. And, just real quick, I do want to give a shout out. I want to say thank you to Laura's Theme. She does the most beautiful flowers. If you go on the Green Heart Tribe website, you will see event pictures and take a look at how beautiful the flowers are.
You cannot believe the magic that this woman does. And I am saying beyond.
Everything.
I've recognized florist. Well, you can't even call her a florist because she's a creator.
Yes.
She's an artist. She's just like a goddess.
She did Lily's wedding.
Yeah.
She does my birthday
amazing.
every year. She did our winning Windsor tailgate party.
She
It
did
was
my
all
daughter's
her.
wedding.
She did your daughter's wedding. She's incredible. So Laura's Theme, and she's right now located on right off, by Walgreens, US 1.
Yeah.
She's right around the corner.
But
also, I want to say thank you to Elizabeth Kennedy Catering.
Yeah.
They did a
Who's been
phenomenal
around
job.
forever. I
And
love to hear these names that have been here for 30 years
Forever.
plus.
Yeah. So
It's
I had to say
amazing.
thank you to those two ladies.
And that was, if you're just tuning in, that was a wrap up from this fabulous event. But, this is aired in Vero Beach, Florida. Check it out if you're just by chance listening to these two women chatter. But that kind of, so we touched base on that, and then we talked about fashion. And Cindy and I have always had this conversations that, now remember, we're friends 30-something years.
Yes.
And modeled together, created so much together. But
we're 10 years apart.
Well, this comes to that.
Yes.
She says to me, well, let's, we've got these pictures because Cindy recently, they have an ad going, what were you doing in the 70s? And Cindy has this montage of the coolest shots and the hair and it's like I want to slow-mo. And literally, she was in the 70s. And then she's like, well, don't you have some photos like that to post, Christy? And I'm like, Cindy, I was in the 80s. That was like Madonna. That was this side shaved. That was like
so funny.
Bright yellow, pink, pop colors.
Did you wear the gloves that didn't have the fingers?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Like, if you did the tell me two real things and a lie. What if I told you I was in a Boy George lookalike contest?
Oh, God, you're kidding me. That's hysterical.
Don't look too hard, everybody.
I forgot about Boy George. So that was the 80s look.
This was not cool. I do not have these pictures. So you have to see Cindy, like, very cool, like in the bell bottoms.
But you know what? Fashion, ever since I can remember, my grandmother made all my clothes when I was growing up. Everything I wore, my grandmother made it. And she could even copy some of the cool hip styles when I got to be, 15 and 16. And then I discovered Ralph Lauren and I loved his fashion. Of course, I didn't have any money. I couldn't buy those kind of clothes. But, I bought everything vintage. And Ralph Lauren is very vintage.
Yeah.
His stuff is a takeoff of that. And I think to myself, he was the decorator of my entire life. And all the fashion that I wore in high school, but mostly when I was in 70s and kind of working with the bands and stuff. Getting dressed was a big deal. Wearing these cool outfits that I sourced from antique shops.
Yeah,
and
I
thrift
have that in
shops.
common with you.
Yes.
I thrifted, and listen, I was in the fashion business, and Mom was a model, so I was
Yes.
exposed to some good things, but it just wasn't cool to me. 70s was a little bit better
70s was awesome.
to be, and now
Yeah.
we knew. I love the 80s. Are you kidding me? I'm a product of the 80s.
Yes.
But we forget that we're not even the same age, and you wouldn't know it by her.
Yeah,
but,
that's true.
you know, there was a Mel Robbins podcast, and I haven't listened to the whole thing. She had a woman on talking about fashion.
Really?
Like, so you're saying, and you would pick, and I still love, yes, I'm a vintage, I'm a thrifter. I love to recycle clothes. I
Yes.
believe there's just way too much textile out there, and it's not healthy.
Can't say I do, but
I know. Well, we'll work on
We're
that. But
different.
yes, you do, because you hand them down to me.
that's true. Yeah, you better watch what you're saying because they're fine.
And yeah, you just keep buying and I'm going to keep recycling and we're all good.
Okay, I like that.
So back to Mel Robbins, though. So she has this woman on and she goes into a closet and it's closet clean out. And maybe this kind of segues into spring cleaning.
Yeah.
But when you go into your closet, you should look at things. Do you dress to feel good? Do you dress? I know how you dress. Like if you have a spring event, you're going to pull out what you have similar to what you have now.
Yes. We both look like Easter eggs.
We kind of a little bit of
Yes.
spring stuff. But it's interesting that so you can go into your closet and you're saving something. You don't quite fit in it yet, but are you the, I know this answer, but if you're that person who's holding on to something because one day you're going to get into it, this woman is like, no, no, no.
Well, I did that forever. I used to do that. I do not do that anymore. I hand it down.
Yeah.
You get it. Lily gets it. My sister gets it. I know that I don't know why, and I will lose weight or I will gain weight. It's back and forth. You never know. But I don't wait to fit into something. It actually makes me feel bad.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's what she was saying. You want
really?
everything to be feel good when you walk into your closet.
Yes.
Try on everything. Does it feel good? Like,
Yeah.
is it tight? Some days you want something loose, some days tight.
I love that.
Yeah. You know, I love long and flowy, but
Same.
it's just depending on how you're feeling. Being semi-retired now, I'm in athletic wear a lot.
I bet you are because you're doing yoga every day. I
Every
love
day.
that.
So I'm going to give a shout out to my yoga studio, which is in Delray Beach in Palm
Okay.
Beach County. It's Casa Mana Bliss, and I love them. And you want to know why? Because for many yoga studios only have hot yoga, and that's intimidating sometimes. I can't go into a hot studio, but they do a slow flow every day. They have
I like
actually
that.
a couple options for people who want something a little more detailed, slower,
Sure.
that you're not going to hurt yourself if
Yes.
you know you're not a total yogi.
Yeah.
So it's a great yoga studio. And of course in Vero I loved, and that's where it all started for me.
Yes. Well,
here.
for me, it started in North Carolina,
Yeah.
which was with Esther.
I
Shout out
know.
to Esther. She listens to our show.
Esther.
Esther,
I wish
love
we had her doing
you.
postures right here.
Oh my gosh. She's a yoga teacher. She's a yogi. She's a Reiki master. She's so many good things, but her classes just give me new life.
It's an energy that you just love. And she has that kind of power about her that just makes you feel
Yeah, you relax.
you're relaxed.
She rewires
You trust
my brain.
her.
Yeah.
You feel like she's just so authentic.
Yes.
So we were talking about that, Esther. We were at Cindy's place in North Carolina, which we'll be going this summer.
Soon. Mhm.
And it was just, we were in the trees and we were doing yoga. She had
Yes.
Esther out there. It was quite,
Sitting on my deck, doing the most beautiful yoga, listening to the leaves in the trees, always a breeze. And if it's cool out, the fire is going. You know, I'll leave you with that thought because we got to wrap up.
we got to wrap up.
But I have to say, I love yoga as well, and I do know that that's become a big part of your life.
It has. My fiance's mother started yoga at 70. She is 100 years old, and I have made a pact with him, and for the rest of my life, I will be doing postures and bringing yoga
Hey,
into my life.
let's talk about healthy living next time, but we got to go.
Healthy
Goodbye,
living next
everybody.
time. Thank you so
good.
much for watching, listening, and if
Thanks
you're
for
watching,
tuning in.
what can I say?